Oh, what is the name of the video that helped her learn her letters so well? It is called...
I won't tell you because it will ruin your life. I'm just kidding.
It is called Meet the Letters. It's by a company called Preschool Prep. It's just on YouTube. If you just YouTube Meet the Letters. So she learned it from that. But also we have like letter magnets, and we go through her books all the time. And we have letter dice that she rolls and tells me what letter is on top.
We had just like a 3-ring binder or whatever, and I just online. Here's a little hack. You could Google obviously you can Google anything, but I Googled, I think it was ABC coloring pages or something like that, and there's literally thousands of PDFs that you can just download and print off. So if you like have a printer and you can do letters, like I printed her off an alphabet, but then also recently she's really gotten into Paw Patrol, and so she was freaking out one day wanting to watch it, and was like, we're not watching it right now. And so I just popped on, found some coloring pages of Paw Patrol, printed them off, and then she was like so happy because so it's a good hack. You can just go download and print out coloring pages for just about whatever your kid is into.
Yeah. That's a good hack.
Yeah. So all that to say, the letters that we printed out were also a help for her. But
yeah.
Yeah.
Which baby has your personality? Or like which personalities are more similar? I have an answer for this.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like whose personality is more like you, who's more like mine, are they both like you, are they both like me?
Oh, I mean Scarlett is like I am.
Yeah.
Or was, particularly as a child. I think River, it's hard to tell. He's just getting to that age where we're maybe going to start to see his personality a little bit.
But at the same time, just off of like a pure like, I'm thinking of like laughter, like when she was a baby, you could be doing the silliest, goofiest thing and she'd just look at you like...
She would stare at you like, you're a moron.
And River,
he's a lot easier to
you just like look at him and goes, and I feel like that's like me. I laugh at everything.
Literally yesterday, at least was trying to get a picture and I was holding him and I just went, shook his arm a little bit and he was like, ah. He didn't make a noise, but he just started smiling.
It's so like, cute. So I feel like in that way, like he's like me. Scarlett has, I don't know if you were like, I'm sure you were because of your personality, but she's gonna want to be that kid that asks like 1,000 questions and needs to know everything, and I was like that. My mom said I just said why.
I don't know, I maybe did, but I think I was more of, I'm just gonna figure it all out myself. Like I don't really want to ask.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to interact with people, so. Me asking all these questions to figure it out means I have to interact with people, where I could just figure it out myself and read a book, be in my own world.
She's a good combo.
Do my own thing. Yeah, she is.
But her little like stubborn, like I'm not even gonna laugh or smile at you, I feel like that's you.
Oh yeah, that's for sure me.
Why does your Instagram say kids/baby goods now? I've had a lot of people ask me that. So when I switched my account to a business account, you have to like select a category, and
you wrote a question?
No. There's the category.
Oh, I thought the question was the question mark was after kids/baby goods?
No.
Like you were unsure?
No, and I didn't know what to do, and I said, well, if I put that, that's like the closest thing to. I didn't know what to do, and I didn't see an option.
Was it a select?
Yeah, it was like a drop down. I didn't see like an other or anything. So that's why I'm not like selling my children.
What does mine say?
I have no idea. I don't think yours says anything. I couldn't find that. I'll have to look and check. What are your favorite characteristics about each of your kiddos?
For River, I think the only characteristic that I've noticed in him yet, apart from crying, which I don't like,
good point.
is his smiliness, like when he is in a good mood. Like she was saying earlier, he's just so much easier to get to smile, and I feel like he does smile a lot more, so that is really, it's like fun when he is happy because he's like,
So cute.
And Scarlett, I think probably her her strong will, even though it's really difficult, I think will be hopefully a good thing at the end of the day. I love that she's very hard to impress, especially by other men. Like she warms up to all, like whenever we have friends over, like all the wives or just any girls that come over, she's always a lot more receptive to and warms up to. And all like every I don't think there's been any guy that she's warmed up to quickly at all. Keith is probably the only one. Mm-hmm. But even then, she saw him a lot more frequently. I think that was why. You really have to work really hard for her to feel comfortable around you and to like you. So I really like that she's not easily impressed by other men.
Yeah.
That's already a great trait.
Yeah.
How do you do?
I have to agree. For River, it's definitely his like smiliness. I think it's just so cute because we didn't have that with Scarlett. It was like you're like doing a whole skit and she would not budge and she'd just look at you like, seriously, you think this is gonna make me laugh? But with River, you go like, and he just thinks it's hilarious. So I like love that. And then with Scarlett, I mean, I agree. I love that she's so strong-willed and stubborn. And I think that the things that drive us the most insane right now are going to be our favorite things about her when she gets older if we shape it and mold it correctly. So I think that I agree. I just love too how Scarlett just talks like crazy, like and nothing.
She thinks she's just talking. She's I don't know.
I love how dramatic she is and expressive
She's
she
very
is.
dramatic.
Everything she talks to, she bends over and like, it's just really cute. Last question, guys. The doozy. How do you discipline Scarlett? She is a big personality. Ding, ding, ding. You are right. We're still learning because we're new to the whole parenting thing. I mentioned in a previous video that we do practice spanking. I mean, a lot of you guys don't like that, and I understand. I think that it can be done very poorly and unhealthily, but I think that if you talk with them and discuss with them, and we kind of have some like rules that we follow when we do use that type of discipline, I think it can be very healthy, and I think it can be very helpful. And every parent is different. Every parenting style is different. Every kid is different. So, we practice spanking with Scarlett. If that's not effective for River, then we're not going to do it for him. It's very personality based, and so we're kind of just playing it by ear.
I think the number one priority around that is to never spank your kids out of anger.
Yeah, take the emotion.
Take a second and really kind of evaluate whether or not it was something that you feel, based on kind of things you've talked about and agreed upon, would be something that would warrant that. I feel like those are rarer.
The spankings?
Yeah, the things that we feel would maybe warrant that are it's not just like she, I don't know, like she touched something she wasn't supposed to, so she's getting a spanking. It's not just
for everything.
Every single thing.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot fewer cases that warrant that, and before going into that method, really making sure that all the anger or frustration has gone out of it, and that it's really done. Like we said, when you spend time talking with them about it, and making sure that it's not just like you spanked them and you moved on, that you really talk about it afterwards, that they know that you love them, and that you're not just kind of have a forceful hand, but you also have a loving hand. Mm-hmm.
Something I learned from him and his family that I really appreciate and think is cool is if your child is going to get a spanking, you always kind of take them to a private place because it respects the child. I feel like it's really good. It's not anyone else's business what is going on. You can explain better because that's kind of what you grew up with. I'd never even heard of that. So
yeah, at the end of the day, discipline is the business of the parent and the child, and honestly nobody else's. So nobody else needs to be present for that.
Yeah.
So I think the primary form of discipline that we found is timeouts, and she's actually done really well at that. We were really concerned, but she knows her little corner that she's not supposed to move or get up, and she tries to play every card in the deck to get attention.
Bro. no.
She calls out every name she can think of for someone to come get her.
Owie, owie.
Or yeah,
owie.
she'll try every tactic to get
She
you over
finds
there.
every scratch and bump and says, owie.
It's like a week old from when she fell, and she's like, oh yeah, like she just got it. It's like, okay.
So we do 1 minute per year of age. So right now she sits there for 2 minutes. I time it on my phone and let her listen to the timer.
Yeah.
And she knows. And then we sit down and we talk to her.
Like, why? Do you know why you had to go to timeout? You know, generally it's she hits. Like, she's in a phase she likes to hit, or like she'll pretend to hit something and like swipe at the air whenever you have to take something from her, or you know.
She's actually bit
Yeah.
a couple times.
Yeah.
I was a biter
So we're
too.
getting into that too, but so we have to talk about.
That's her
Cover
napping.
So we have to talk about, you know, why you had to go timeout. Oh yeah, because you hit mom, you hit daddy. Did you tell them you're sorry? Like,
Yeah.
generally we'll have to go and apologize after and make sure that she. And then from a parent perspective, it's also really important that you don't just say, okay, well, thank you for saying sorry, but you actually, I think it's very important that you express that you forgive them, and that you're not taking this thing they did to you beyond this point. You know, like, you're not taking the fact that they hit you to hold it over their heads and withhold things from them later. You know, they've served their punishment, you've forgiven them, and it's done. It's, you know.
And that's something I've learned more recently in my life. When someone apologizes, if it's something that really hurt you physically or just emotionally, whatever, to not say, it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay. Because, like, it's not okay. That thing is not okay, but to say,
Yeah.
I forgive you. And it means more, and
It's really hard
true.
to say, because generally when the person who's apologizing hears like, oh, I forgive you, and not just like, oh, it's okay, it normally takes them off guard. Well, sometimes apologies are very much just superficial. Like, oh, I'm supposed to say I'm sorry, so I will. But then to find out it really hurt that person, and that you actually are in kind of need of being forgiven of that, is like hard to hear sometimes.
Yeah, it is.
So.
But I feel like we're still figuring it out. I feel like we're doing a good job, and I really do. I mean, it's been working. We can see like the fruits of our labor finally. It's like a long process, so.
I mean, a little bit. I feel like we're scratching the surface.
We are, but you can still see it, and it's encouraging
Yeah.
to know that what we're doing has been working. We've also talked recently about starting to like take things away, like, oh, if you're gonna do that, you don't get your Paw Patrol puppies for a day or whatever. And so that's probably gonna be the next thing now that she's old enough to like love a certain thing, if that comes up. But I think that's all the questions that we have. This might be a two-parter vlog because it's so
That's a
long.
long one.
I think that will be it from us. Sorry if we
Yeah.
didn't get to your question. Maybe we can try and do another one in a couple months.
There was a lot.
Yeah, there was a lot of questions. Thank you guys so much for those of you who sent them in. Make sure you follow us on Instagram because we do a lot of stuff on there. And I think that's all we got.
That's all of it.
Thanks, guys. Hope we answered your questions.
Bye.